Hello and welcome to this month's IRL video where the background light decides it wants to be the brightest thing ever. About 3 weeks ago I was in a meeting with the amazing Scrubble T and Lawbox, the animator and editor here at Crafter Entertainment, where I set them both a challenge to find the most creative way to spend $50, 50 US dollars. Lawbox being Canadian, so he got his in Canadian dollars, but they got them the same value of US dollars. But we're going to hop into that meeting now, and then I'll see you after for how one of them can win an additional $50.
And we're going to say now, as of this moment, we are recording because both of you are in this IRL video and involved with this challenge. Both of you are going to be receiving $50 to your PayPals. Lawbox, you'll be receiving 63 Canadian dollars because that's the equivalent of 50 US dollars. Just so you're both getting the same amount. You both then have, as of today, 3 weeks to find the most creative way to spend that money as possible and make a video about it.
That's awesome.
Then in 3 weeks' time, I'm then going to tell you some more information about the challenge, which will then decide which one of you will win between that day and when the video goes live, and that person will win an additional $50 for themselves to spend on whatever you want.
Boocraft gave his editor Lowbox and I $50 each with the challenge of finding the most creative way to spend it. Now, how did I spend the money? I spent it on gas. Sounds boring, but the gas turns into miles. Miles is the distance between points A and B. I live in Southern California where you could see tons of sites with just a few gallons of gas. With what I wanted to purchase in mind, here's where the creativity comes in. I had to choose a few locations within a certain boundary of Southern California so that I could conserve as much gas as possible. I then chose 6 different locations where I could show the beauty of California while also getting creative with how I shoot the video. My locations formed a circle on the map as well. Now with everything planned out, let's go explore. Our first location is Universal Citywalk. Citywalk opened in May of 1993. It's over 3 blocks and connects the parking structure to the main Universal Studios Hollywood theme park. There's over 25 food and beverage options such as Jamba Juice and those found at the City Food Food Court. There's many shopping destinations too, like the Studio Store that sells tons of Universal merchandise ranging from Harry Potter to The Simpsons. There's also It's Sugar that sells all types of novelty toys, collectibles, candies, and even Japanese candy. Citywalk even has a movie theater and indoor skydiving, so it has all your entertainment needs. Our next destination takes us through the city and into the hills overlooking LA and is home to the Griffith Observatory. Griffith Observatory opened in 1935 and has had many renovations and improvements since then. One thing that has remained the same is the awesome view of the Hollywood sign. The observatory is 2 stories. The main floor has a sundial, many different space and earth-themed exhibits, as well as a camera obscura room, and a show on the history of the planets. Stairs in the front of the observatory take you to the 2nd floor where the huge telescope can be seen. The bottom floor has a cafe, gift shop, and displays about the solar system. This place could blow your mind out of this world. Next stop is the Columbia Memorial Space Center. The city it resides in used to be home to the location where they build spacecrafts, and in 1999, all production was shut down. In 2009, the Columbia Memorial Space Center was introduced. On the inside lies a neat 2-story museum with all things space. On the outside, you can see cool planets, engraved plaques, and even an Apollo 11 escape pod. Heading to our next destination, we find ourselves in Heritage Park. This park has lakes, sporting areas, and even a huge man-made island, which is filled with hills, tunnels, slides, and is themed to colonial Boston. I was able to get creative with the way I filmed due to the amount of cool things this park has to offer. There's tons of places to wind down and relax, as well as run around through history. Next stop is the Orange Circle. The Orange Circle's history dates back as early as 1871. On this street lies tons of thrift stores, shops, and eateries, as well as a circle in the middle. In the circle, there's a fountain, tons of benches, greenery, and more general park-related things. There's tons of deep history into the founding of the Orange Circle, and the buildings in this area reflect that old-timey style. Last stop on our adventure is the Pike. Originally opened as a theme park in 1902, it currently is home to the Pike Outlets and the Aquarium of the Pacific. There are many different shops, dining options, and entertainment like the Ferris wheel, the train, and the Aquarium of the Pacific. The Pike is also on the water, so has a lighthouse on the top of a small hill. I wanted to make sure the Pike was the last location because of the sheer beauty at sunset, the perfect way to end off an adventure-filled and exciting day. Planning out this day trip, going to all these locations, and filming gave me a chance to really let my creativity flow. Filming is a fun thing to do, especially when you get to go to cool looking places with variety of sights. Figuring out how to best capture what is happening in that moment is what really captures the essence of creativity and calls upon your creative skills. All 6 locations did embody some type of creative lesson as well. Griffith Observatory and the Columbia Memorial Space Center showed that creativity can go beyond the stars. Heritage Park and the Orange Circle displayed that many creative minds are the reason we stand here today. And Citywalk and the Pike show how many people are creative every day. Looking back on that last lesson, the whole day I went to these locations, I saw many couples, families, friends, and more just enjoying their day. All these people that I passed by thought about what they wanted to do for the day and came up with a creative idea to go to the Griffith Observatory or the Orange Circle or the Pike. Creative minds could be found everywhere, no matter where you travel to.
Hoocraft gave Scrubblety and I $50 to use in the most interesting way possible. So what I did first is I went to Fiverr. So Fiverr is a place where you can find freelance artists, designers, any sort of thing that you want to get done can be found there for a price. So I went there and I decided, hey, why not use it to recreate Hoocraft's stream overlays? So I went there and I found a guy. I told him all about Crafter Entertainment and what we do, and he was super excited to help out. So I just gave him the 53 straight up. We made top and bottom bars to show the recent followers, the recent subscribers. It just has a little gleam on it, give it a little shine, and it went with everything else too. We recreated the tea time overlay, just gave it a whole new fresh coat of paint, and yeah, it's pretty fantastic stuff.
Well, now you have seen exactly how each of them spent their 50. Now it's time for you in the comments to vote on who you think was the most creative. But there is a slight twist, because over on Twitter I posted a tweet which screenshot of will be here. Between now and when that video going live, so this video going live, both Lolbox and Scrolty have been getting people to post their secret word on that tweet as a comment with no context. Whichever one of them has managed to get the most people commenting their secret word on that will get themselves an additional $25 on top. So if they win this challenge, they'll get, and they've got the most, they'll get $75. If not, if they win this challenge but don't win the thing, they'll get 50 and the other person gets 25. So there is a total of $75 up for grabs. But thank you for watching. Put down in the comments who you thought was the most creative, and also hop over to my Twitter, link in the description, check out the tweet, see if you can work out whose word is whose, maybe see if you can get a little bit of influence for whoever your preferred is to get them a little bit more money. But until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.